Hoş geldiniz dostlarım. Karşınızda Hitchhiker. Oyun resmi olarak Türkçe dil destekli çıkmıştır. Ancak fiyatı biraz tuzlu. 50 TL civarında. Konusuna gelecek olursak, yürüme simülasyon oyunlarını düşünün. Bu da artık nasıl desek yolculuk simülasyonu. İnsanlar size hikayelerini anlatıyorlar. Siz de geçmişinize dair bir şeyler bulmaya çalışıyorsunuz. Bir şeyler hatırlamaya çalışıyorsunuz. Böyle garip bir oyun. Aslında garip değil. Gayet basit bir konsepti var. Oyunu bize tavsiye eden Aslan Bey'e teşekkür ediyoruz. Şöyle bir 20 dakika, 30 dakika ilk bakış yapalım. Hadi bakalım. Ben de ilk defa giriyorum. Evet, şu anda oyundayız. Yanımızda biri var. Tam da bir kasabalı. Bu ne? Camımızı açalım. Güzel, temiz bir hava girsin. Nereye gidiyorsun?
Not the talkative type, eh? That's okay. Most people I pick up are just waiting for their turn to talk. Want a raisin?
Ha, kuru üzümmüş.
They're from my farm.
Okey. Amca ne koydun içine öyle?
You don't look so good. Guess those things don't agree with you yet.
Bir şeyler hatırladı galiba
The
bizimkisi.
Thompson seedless. Good raisins. We still farm more of those in California than anywhere on Earth. You want to know the clearest evidence that reality isn't real?
Alaycı bir şekilde.
Raisins and grapes, man. They're the same thing, but they taste disgusting when eaten together. Obvious bug in the program there, right? Memory is a slippery thing. Think about when somebody asks you about this ride later, assuming you even know where you're going, and get someplace where somebody can ask you. Hey, how'd you get here anyway? They'll ask you. Oh, I hitched. And your brain will flash back for a second when you say this. And it'll show you a frozen snapshot of yourself. Sitting in this car, talking to me.
Amca sen
like we are
yanlış
right
mesleği
now.
seçmişsin bence.
But which moment will it actually show you? Will it be this one? Or this one? Or this one? We think we remember how people really were, how our lives together really were. But when we think back to them, even the people we cared about the most, all we're doing is snatching moments out of the air. Just grabbing another raisin out of the box.
Senin hatırlamaya çalıştığın gibi senin bu kuru üzümlerle olayın ne?
I've spent a lot of time around raisins. They're like those dogs you see with wrinkles of skin falling over their eyes. Not the most handsome dogs. Basically helpless but lovable. My wife, She preferred grapes the way most people do. She's dead now, but you probably guessed that.
Kaybın için üzgünüm. Hatırlamakla ilgili bir şey söyledi ya.
Thanks. But you don't look like you're doing so well yourself.
Bu sonuca nereden bağladın? Neden iyi değilim?
Takes one to know one, right? I can always spot someone who's grieving along this highway. They usually stand on the road with a dazed look on their face and their thumb up in the air.
Sence neyin yasını tutuyorum?
Young guy like you, I wouldn't have a clue.
Peki onunla ilgili ne hatırlıyorsun? Eşiyle ilgili soru soruyoruz galiba.
My wife? If I'm totally honest with you, I don't really remember what she looked like. Remember everything about her. Just not her face. Some people have faces that are easy to remember. Doesn't seem fair. Sure. It's not as easy as people think. I'll give you an example. You think you're present in the moment? You've been talking to me for a few minutes now.
Evet.
What color are my eyes?
Aha. Kahverengi. Açık renk olsaydı fark ederdim ya.
Nope. Well, like I said when I picked you up, some people are just waiting until it's their turn to talk.
İyiydi buradan. Neyse.
Hey, kid,
Kötü yakaladı bizi.
do me a favor and close the window, would you? That's better. Now, where were we?
Help. Aa,
What you got there?
kibrit aldım. Sadece bir kibrit kutusu. Telefon numarasını gizle. Üzerine bir telefon numarası yazan bir kibrit kutusu. Ne oldu ki?
That's my number. I used to leave those all over my car in case my car got lost and somebody found it.
Hırsızlık
But yeah,
yaptık
feel
biz.
free
Ben
to
benim
call
sandım.
anytime you get in trouble.
Aa. Güzel bir ayrıntı. Nereye gidiyoruz biz harbiden?
Not much profit in talking geography with someone who doesn't know where he's going or where he's from. But if you want to know, the trunk of this car is full of 4 bushels of raisins that I'm driving to my brother's place in Intercourse. That enough info for you, Copernicus? Yep. Intercourse, Pennsylvania. You're not going to believe this, but my other brother lives in Lampshade, Texas. I once picked up a guy who'd been to the Czech Republic.
Ha.
They've got some really weirdly named places over there, he was telling me. One place that means young celebrator of pain. The thing is, some of these places are 700 years old. I guess they didn't really know how to name places back then.
Çiğneme tütünü. Erkek adam tütün çiğner. Öyle diyor ya bunlar. Allah'ım ya.
You know, when I was a kid, my brother and I used to drive our parents crazy on long drives like this. Our folks wouldn't let us listen to the radio in the car. So we used to make up these songs about food on long drives to pass the time. We had this one with about 30 verses, each about a different kind of grain. There was this one time when we passed a billboard for this new kind of bread, challah bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of challah bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of challah bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of challah bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of challah bread. Oh yeah, that drove mom and dad
Valla
crazy.
ben de deli oldum.
Come on, join in.
Katılayım ben
In
de.
hell they have
Abi
a
neden
hell a
olmasın?
lot of challah bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of challah bread.
İnsanın aklına takılıyor.
Actually, I'm beginning to understand my parents' perspective. Getting older is funny. It's like reading a book where less and less happens, but the writing gets better and better.
Kulağa hem iyi hem kötü geliyor. Her şeyin bir iyi bir kötü tarafı var. Bunun da öyle.
You got that right, kid. Let me tell you, getting old is no picnic.
Bu kadar uzun süre evli kalmak nasıl bir şey?
Yeah, well, that all sort of depends on which raisin you take out of the box, right? How you spin it. We were married for 37 years.
37 yıl.
People used to ask us how we managed, being married and all, working off the side of the road together, sharing a little trailer. The truth is, nobody knows if they're happily married. All they know is that it's the thing they've been doing every day for the last 37 years.
Evli olmanın anlamının o olduğunu sanıyordum, emin olmak. O da çiftlikte mi çalışıyordu?
Yeah. We used to have a strict division of labor back when we worked together. She would raise the grape from the time it appeared on the vine, and I'd step in as soon as it was time to start drying them. Our customers used to have fun with that. I'm the dry one, they'd say. Grapes attract a certain kind of person. A person who likes to tell jokes. Wine enthusiasts, tourists, people who like to talk. There's a photo in that glove box there of us standing in front of our trailer. It was in a magazine. One of those stories about vanishing farmers that always pulls heartstrings with the rest of the country.
Bakabilir miyim?
Well, I never opened the glove box myself. It's kind of a superstition of mine.
Ha, okey.
But help yourself. Hey, where'd you get that? That's not her. And that guy there, he looks like you.
Ne?
I don't know. I was going to ask you the same question, Copernicus. Who gave this to you?
Senin torpido gözün, benim değil.
Well, I guess it belongs to you. You'd better hold on to it.
Vay. Böyle gizemli şeyler olacak anlaşılan.
What woman?
Sence kadın kim? Hangi kadın? Fotoğraftaki kadın.
Her. Well, hard to say. I wouldn't lose any sleep over it.
Almanak.
What's that black thing in the glove box anyway? See anything interesting there?
Değirmen var, evet. Bir yel değirmeni.
A windmill, eh?
Neresi orası?
No idea.
Ha, konuş dediğimiz zaman müzik kesiliyor.
Say, wanna hear a joke?
Anladım. Fıkra anlatayım mı diyor. Anlat. Ay.
Why did the raisin take the prune to the dance? He couldn't get a date. Hey, that reminds me. It's almost 4:30. You'll like this. It's my favorite. I once knew the hostess, Darlene. She used to change the tires on my truck on Highway 51.
Welcome to another Interstate Riddle Hour. Here's our first riddle. Keep your eyes peeled, all you blacktop carpetbaggers. I fly, yet I have no wings. I cry, yet I have no eyes. Darkness follows me. Lower light I never see. Need some help? We're looking for something fluffy.
Pofuduk. Vallahi bulamadım.
Very good. Here's our next one. A gatekeeper forever bound. He opens and shuts with a similar sound. Very good.
I don't know why I listen to this every day. Damn questions are rigged. I never get them.
Says the guy who never knew what pressure to keep his tires at.
Hey!
Having fun? Want to keep going? Great. Here's another one. Take one out and scratch my head. I am now black, but once was red. What am I? Well done. Okay, here's a tough one. I have 4 wings but cannot fly. I never laugh and never cry. On the same spot I'm always found, toiling away with little sound. What am I? Need some help?
Aynen öyle.
Round and round we go, people.
Daireleri
Need some help? You might need to get your binoculars out to find this object. It's not so close. All right, here's our last riddle. He lies without touching the ground.
Oh, come on, Darlene.
ne anlamadım.
Need some help? I never did like changing his tires. The lion liar.
Damn it, Darlene.
Ne oluyor be?
I should have tipped her better when she changed the tires. She's been out to get me ever since.
Bana hangi konuda yalan söylüyorsun sen?
Look, she isn't being straight with you, kid.
Check the photo, Copernicus. The photo in your bag. Then you'll see. She's in trouble, Copernicus. You must help her.
Burada neler oluyor?
Things like that happen all the time on this highway. It's nothing to lose your scrunchie over.
Little hour has now ended. I've helped you all I can this time. So long, Copernicus.
Kid, I am sorry about your girlfriend. But I had nothing to do with it. It's just the opposite. I was sent to protect you.
Beni kimden korumak için?
From yourself. You picked this car every bit as much as I chose to stop for you. You picked this car, picked me, not to feel anything.
Neyi hissetmemek için?
Kid, just let it go. There's nothing for you down that road. Nothing but hurt.
Yalanlarına neden inanayım?
Look, I admit I lied. But only about one thing.
Sen gerçekte bir çiftçi değilsin. Karın gerçekte ölmedi. Daha önce tanışmıştık. Torpide gözündeki fotoğraf orayı sen koydun. Sen gerçekten bir çiftçi değilsin.
Now why would anybody bother to lie about that?
Karın gerçekte ölmedi.
Nope, she's dead all right. That's no lie.
Daha önce tanışmıştık.
Yeah, we've met. Twice in fact.
Peki madem öyleyse baştan başlayalım.
Sure. You showed up at my trailer park taking photos. At first, I was a bit suspicious, since there were plans to kick us out and develop the trailer park into some kind of shopping center. But then it became clear that you'd been sent here by a magazine to do one of those stories about vanishing farmers that always pulls heartstrings with the rest of the country.
Kız arkadaşım yanımda mıydı? Neden ilk baştan beri?
The woman in the photo? No, I didn't actually meet her. I just know what you told me about her. She was backpacking around Europe without you. And you? You weren't taking it so well.
Ha, burada kendi benliğimizi şey yapıyoruz. Okey, tamam.
Oh, I know a lot about you. I know about the phone number in the matchbook. I know you thought about not showing it to me. Kid, I told you, you don't want to go down that road.
Gerçeklerden neden korkayım?
Well, what's that they say in that Tom Cruise movie? The one where he's a bartender? Everything ends badly, or it wouldn't end at all.
Aynen.
I wasn't afraid of the truth either, back then. My wife, when she got the x-rays, when she knew, she decided to spare my feelings. Didn't tell me anything. Hid the x-rays in one place I'd never suspect, because it was so obvious. It stayed closed until today, till you came along.
Duyguların içinde tutarak hata yapıyoruz.
That's what you liked about me when we met, when you came to take those photos. You said you admired my fortitude. I had to look up at least one of those words in the dictionary. Turns out that you just meant my not feeling every little thing that's gone wrong with me. Well, that's life as a raisin farmer. We're not known for live casting our power ballots. Each raisin is a little setback that you've learned to live with. You don't dwell on it or try too hard to remember.
Beni korumaya çalıştığın şey bu mu yani? Hayal kırıklığı.
I wish it was that simple, kid.
Ne demek istiyorsun?
Hey, Chief. Why don't you have a look here? He appeared on this highway about the same time you did. I guess he's part of what you're running from.
Arka koltuklar nasıl kayboldu?
Not sure. You can't see him directly. He only shows up in mirrors, windows, pictures.
Burada neler oluyor? Evet. Oyunumuz böyle bir oyunmuş. Gayet hikayesi sürükleyici. Büyük ihtimal bizim kişi zamanında öyle bir travma geçirmiş ki böyle kendi iç dünyasında böyle bir yer oluşturmuş. Hoşuma gitti. Güzel oyun ama indirime girmesini bekleyin. Fiyat olarak bizim ülkemizde böyle bağımsız yapımlar bu gibi yüksek fiyatlara çıkmamalı. Ha 35 deseydiniz tamam okey derdim de hani 50 55 fazla ya. O yüzden biraz indirimi bekleyin abi. İstek listesini alın. Tavsiye ediyorum. Bence gayet hoş olmuş. Hani böyle sizi şeyde tutuyor. Ne derler ona? Meraklandırıyor yani. Beni izlediğiniz için teşekkür ederim. Yepyeni oyunların ilk bakışlarıyla karşınızda olacağım. Hoşçakalın efendim. Görüşmek üzere.